Shan Khizr and I'm student of Rehan School System Level 2. I say warm welcome to all of you who is watching to me on my Facebook profile that is Gulshan Education Wali and also on my YouTube channel that is Voice of Islamabad. I did my sessions with Perplexity previously on my duties as a co-facilitator and Perplexity give me a span and give
Got
me
it. You're
relaxation
looking for. Sure.
regarding my
I'm here to.
duties. Hey, Perplexity, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks you. How can I help you today?
I just informed the audience that you help me according to my duties for facilitating the participants and for giving the guideline. Uh, in previous session, we discussed about coding, how I can describe coding to my participants and how I can engage them with this task. But the session ended before the task complete. We can discuss coding again because I am not be able to have a good know-how about coding. Can you explain coding details for me?
Of course. Coding is the process of writing instructions for computers using programming languages like Python or Java. It involves creating algorithms and solving problems step by step. Would you like more details on a specific language?
Yeah, you describe about Python and Java in previous session, but I'm not be able to know how and what is Python. I am not be able to understand what is Python. Then, if I am not be able, then how I can give understanding to my participants? What is Python?
No problem. Python is a beginner-friendly programming language known for its simplicity and readability. It's used for web development, data analysis, and more. Would you like tips on how to explain it to your participants?
Yeah, I want to like tips on how to explain to my participants.
One tip is to use simple examples, like showing how Python can solve everyday problems, such as calculating numbers or sorting lists. You could also encourage them to try coding exercises step by step.
Means calculating numbers.
Yes, you can start by showing how Python can add or subtract numbers with simple commands like print 2 plus 3, then build up to more complex tasks step by step.
Can you give me some examples of Python?
Sure. For example, in Python, you can write print hello world to display text, or x equals 5, and then print x times 2 to show how variables work.
Okay. And can we use Python on different Zoom meetings?
Absolutely. Yes, you can use Python to demonstrate code live during Zoom meetings by sharing your screen or running code snippets in real time. It's a great way to engage participants.
We when we are going to coding tasks, how I can describe my students to do make a calculator app or a weather app. How it is possible for me?
You can show your students how to build a simple calculator or fetch weather data by using Python libraries, like using the requests module for weather or simple math operations for a calculator. Start with small steps.
I am not knowing about Python libraries. Can you define it for me?
Sure, Python libraries are collections of pre-written code that help you perform specific tasks, like handling data, making web requests, or even building GUIs. They save you time by giving you tools you can use right away.
Is data science necessary for coding or not? Yeah, or it is a different field?
Data science and coding are related, but not exactly the same. Coding is the foundation, while data science focuses on analyzing data and drawing insights. You can start with coding first.
Okay. What kind of coding we can do in simplest form?
In the simplest form, you can start with basic tasks like printing text, doing arithmetic, or managing simple data. It's all about taking small steps.
And then what will be the further steps?
Next, you could move on to variables, loops, and conditional statements. Then gradually work your way up to functions and small projects. That helps build a solid foundation.
What kind of projects will be done?
You could start with simple projects like a to-do list, a calculator, or even a basic game like a number guessing game. That way you build skills step by step.
What is to-do list?
A to-do list is a simple program that helps you keep track of tasks you need to complete, letting you add, view, and remove items. It's a great project to practice basic coding concepts.
When we make our design our code or to-do list, are we able to make changes in it?
Yes, absolutely. Once you build it, you can easily modify it, add new features, or improve its functionality anytime.
Okay. And what was the next app you can ask?
The next step could be to create a basic calculator app where you can perform simple math operations like addition or subtraction. That's a great follow up project.
On calculator app, we are not be able to do scientific methods. It was a simple calculator.
That's right. A basic calculator typically handles simple operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. For scientific methods, you'd need to expand with functions like exponentials or trigonometry.
Are we able to use trigonometry in it or not?
Yes, you can add trigonometry functions too. With libraries like Math and Python, you can easily include sine, cosine, and more. That way, you can make it more advanced.
Okay. This will be
Take it step
helpful
by step.
for me. If I'm not master in coding, but I am in the class and I have to do coding task with my class, then if students or participant having some questions that are arised in their minds, if you are my student, then how and what kind of questions will be raised in your mind? Can you become a participant of my class?
I can't join as a participant, but I'm here to help you prepare by answering questions or providing examples. Let me know what you'd like to focus on.
No, I'm not asking you to join my class as a participant. I just says that you can assume yourself as a participant of me class right now.
Got it. I can take on that role and ask questions just as a participant might to help guide the discussion. What topic would you like to focus on first?
Yeah, I just want to ask you to take a role as a participant of my class, and questions will be arised in your mind, and you ask to me, and also when you ask the question, then you will deliver the answers for me because I'm not be able to give you the answers.
Understood. I'll ask some possible questions and then provide answers to help guide you. That way, you can focus on how to explain each part. Let's start.
Yeah, let's start.
All right. Let's begin with a common question participants might ask. How do variables work in Python? Now, the answer is variables store values like numbers or text, and you can reuse them in your code. That gives you a starting point.
The number is variable store value like numbers or text, and you can reuse them in your code. Uh, you give me answer about variables.
Yes, exactly. Variables store values like numbers or text, and you can reuse them by assigning new values or using them in calculations throughout your code.
Okay. Then what will be the next question of participant?
A next common question could be, how do loops work in Python? The answer is, loops let you repeat a block of code multiple times, using structures like for or while loops.
Loop is a multiple time code block of code.
Exactly. A loop repeats a block of code multiple times, so you could use a for loop to run through a list, or a while loop to repeat as long as a condition is true.
Okay. Then what will be the next question?
A next question could be, how do you use conditional statements? The answer is, conditional statements like if, elif, and else let you run different code depending on certain conditions.
What is conditional statement?
A conditional statement is a way to make decisions in your code. It checks if a condition is true and then runs certain code based on that. For example, if x is greater than 5, it will do one thing, otherwise it will do something else.
It is more beneficial for us if we join all the languages like HTML, JavaScript, or we use them differently.
Exactly. Each language has its strengths. HTML for structure, JavaScript for interactivity, and others for different purposes. Combining them can create powerful web applications.
What are the other languages instead of JavaScript and HTML?
Other languages include CSS for styling, Python for backend logic, PHP for server-side scripting, and SQL for databases.
Okay, CSS for styling and Python for backend logic, PHP for server side scripting, and SQL for database. These languages are new for me. These Python for backend, PHP, and SQL. I'm not know before this.
That's okay. You can start with the basics. Python is often beginner-friendly and great for backend tasks, while PHP and SQL are useful for mem development and databases. You can learn step by step.
When we do simple tasks, then what will be the complex tasks?
Great question. Once you're comfortable with simple tasks like creating variables or basic functions, the next step could be working with APIs, handling data, or building more interactive applications.
How we can create APIs?
You can create APIs using frameworks like Flask in Python or Express in JavaScript. Start by defining endpoints, adding routes, and handling requests. That's the basic process.
Can we got API free?
Yes, many APIs are free, especially purposes. You can find free tiers from providers like OpenApps.
Here we can got APIs.
You can find free APIs on platforms like Rapid API, public API directories, or directly from service providers like Google, Microsoft, and others.
Is there any restriction of country for getting API or not?
Some APIs may have restrictions based on country or region due to legal regulations or licensing. It's always good to check the API provider's terms and conditions for details.
Okay. Well, it means we can use free APIs freely.
Yes, many free APIs offer generous usage limits, but it's always smart to check their terms. For example, Open Weather and News API have free tiers.
How we can use a database and how we can handle database. This is the next task you described.
Sure, you can use databases by connecting to them with a language like Python, using libraries like SQLite or SQLite. You handle data with queries, like inserting, updating, and retrieving information.
In what way we can inserting and updating?
You can insert and update data using SQL commands like insert into and update. For example, you can add new records or change existing ones.
And what will be the benefit of coding?
Coding helps you or websites. It's a powerful skill that can open up many opportunities.
What kind of opportunities? I think so. We can discuss the opportunity session because the session will be ended soon, very soon. Thank you so. You can give me guide, give me clearance about demand of the this is the demand of my class, what is coding and how we can use it and how it will be beneficial for them. uh, its benefits will be discussed in the next session. Thank you so much, Perplexity.
You're very welcome. I'm glad I could help. If you need further assistance later, just let me know.